Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, folks, let's take a look at the charts today. And again, PPT Strategies paying another huge dividend today as Rosetta Genomics was just sold inside of the research center for a 22.5% profit. That's right, 22.5% profit in about a week and a half off of Rosetta Genomics, ROSG. Beautiful move. We saw this choreographed perfectly, and again, picking it up right over in this area, and sure enough, it ripped up today. And again, I took profits on this today because it was a great gain. Also, I saw that the market was remaining a little bit weaker in light volume, which also gives me a heads up to be just a little bit more on the safer side as I want to be. So that's what we're seeing right now, folks. Good stuff across the board. And again, we'll continue to focus on the winners and just continue to spit them out. If you're a Research Center member, you're making money. 2013 continued profits. The crazy thing about Rosetta Genomics, we made 29% of it just a few weeks earlier, right here at the beginning of the year on this big pop, and then we rebought and just made 22.5%. So again, the beauty of what we do, it tells us when to buy or short, and we do it, and the money flows. 80 to 90% success rate continues to be the way it is, folks, inside of that research center. Join now, 7-day free trial. All right. Taking a look at the SPY, very quiet sideways day today. Volume 43.3 million at around the 2:15 p.m. Eastern time. And again, the key here is to recognize that you've basically been floating in the same range from Friday's high move. So you had the 3-bar surge on Friday. If you take that upper line right here and just stretch it across, it matches with the highs of today. If you take the lower line, you came through it a little bit, but for the most part, you pierced it, you bounce back up, you pierced it, bounce back up, pierced it, bounce back up, and that's where we're holding. Now, my analysis is showing me that you have the State of the Union address tomorrow night, Tuesday night State of the Union address. Therefore, the markets probably remain neutral to positive after today's kind of flat to negative day, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then by the end of the week with Options X, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit more downside. So be ready for that, folks, as a possibility. Definitely a possibility and very likely scenario here. All right. Again, the volume today is minuscule. Really amazing to see such light volume. Some of the movers today, let's take a look. We have Apple today. AAPL up $6.60, continuing its nice push up. Interestingly enough, if you look at the daily chart of Apple, you're above the 20 moving average. Above the 20 moving average, I gave the exact high of the day today, matching perfectly with this pivot low. That's where I said it would meet resistance. Intraday Stock Chat members played it. They profited from it. Enough said. All right. In addition, there were plenty of other scalps. There was a great scalp on the DIA today. There were great scalps on many, many other stocks. Even though it's quiet in the markets, there were actually some very, very good scalping opportunities today. All right, throughout the morning session and even into the early afternoon session here with some action. So, as long as there's action, we're trading it and we're profiting. All right, I gave out a new swing trade small cap alert today inside the research center. If you're a member, you should have gotten that on the hot charts and alerts, and that continues to be a good mover initially here today, just continuing to creep up as well. All right, let's take a look at some of the plays that I have on the downside. On the short side, Dish Network's down 52 cents. That's making money for us today. Beautiful move on Dish. DIA also on the short side down 27 cents. Beautiful there as well. And then there's a couple others. I'm not even going to tell you all of them because I want you guys, again, if you're not a member here, you should be joining up. It's just that simple. It really is a no-brainer decision because the money made pays for the service probably 1,000 times over in a year. I mean, let's say you have 20,000 to trade with or invest with in the research center. You should easily be able to make 50% to 100% on that. And what's a research center member costing you? $50 a month. That's $600 a year. All right, so you're making 10,000 to 20,000 a year off of 600. To me, that's a no-brainer. And again, a good example is that Rosetta Genomics today, another winner there, as the winning ratio continues to unfold and be what we've called it as. All right, couple other things to go over here. I talked yesterday in the No Hype Live broadcast. By the way, No Hype Live broadcast is part of the Research Center. You get that included, plus the hot charts and alerts, plus the technical analysis videos, plus the daily market reports, all that included in the Research Center. And last night in the No Hype Live broadcast, which are Sundays and Wednesday nights, I talked about MHP being a buy at $42. Sure enough, it was just that on Friday, and look at that. And even today, it retested that level. Look at that beautiful bounce, though. I mean, that is just an awesome bounce. So that's what we have going on there. What else do we have moving here today? Let's take a look. Scanning through. Amazon. Amazon continues to be weak. I gave a good scalping opportunity today on Amazon. I can show it to you right here. First was a little pivot low right here. You can see you actually pierced that level right there, and then you got a nice little bounce. That was a good scalping opportunity. The next scalping opportunity on Amazon, if it continues to fade, is going to be down here. I've been telling you guys for quite some time Amazon's going to $250. $250 is the target. It is now only about $5-6 away. It should get there early this week. By midweek, I would guess it has hit that 250 level. 250, 249 will be some support for a small bounce. But again, just to keep that in mind, that's what we're seeing here. Okay? Let me look here at the daily chart. Daily chart again, you can see dipping down below the 50 MA. Daily chart does not look healthy on this as well. But again, just notice here, this is your target. This gap fill is really that 250-ish level right there. Okay? So that's what we're seeing there. Let's take a look at JP Morgan Chase, which is flat on the day. This chart continues to just kind of go sideways. Markets actually have been floating generally higher, and JPM has been underperforming the markets a little bit over the last week or so. As they've gone higher, as the market's gone higher, JPM has actually been going sideways. So just keeping a note on that. I think that is very, very important to kind of recognize in the charts. Let's take a look at a couple other stocks out there. What else is moving? Chevron. Take a look at Chevron, down about 3 cents today. Not much action there. ExxonMobil down a little bit more, down 28 cents. Let's take a look at the intraday on ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil just going sideways as well. A little bit of resistance right up here. Minor resistance level. And then the 200 MA just above that. That would be your level just above at the 200 MA. BlackBerry, BBRY. Let's take a look. Down 65 cents today, opened much, much lower and sold off. Came back huge and then has slowly faded here. I think this stock has to go back to $10. I don't know how long it'll take to get to $10, but I'm telling you right now, that's your target. All right, you have a major, major level just above 10 right here. There's also a little pivot low right here, and you also have the 200 MA. All three of those, it's going to draw price. You're obviously going to have a bounce level right here as well, but I think it eventually will get through there. I'm talking about the next few months, so it's not going to go there right away. It's going to take some time, but I do think you have a retrace to about the 10, 10.5 level, and then at that point, it's probably a decent long opportunity in the long term. All right, Google getting hit today. Eric Schmidt, one of the key top people at Google, creators of Google, selling 3.2 million shares. Just think about the amount of money he's raking in on those options, those shares, to sell 3.2 million at $775, let's say. That is one hell of a profit in his pocket, all right? Amazing profit, but nonetheless, that's causing a little bit of minor selling in Google. Really, for that size sell, it's really not having that much of an impact. The stock's down about $7, but it's a $700 stock, so I mean, that's really nothing. It's about little less than 1% here on the day, and it's still staying above this trend line. See how the current price on the daily chart is above the double top? And that's telling us as long as it stays above that double top, that it should, again, continue higher. I really don't see anything stopping Google until it gets to about the 800 Pierce. Once it gets to 800, it should run out of steam, according to my calculations. So very good stuff there. All right. Goldman's up about 7 cents, flat on the day. JPM is back to the flat line, was just up 2 cents. And Baidu's trading down 75 cents on the day. Let's take a look at some of the other Dow components. How's 3M doing today? 3M is flat on the day, just down 2 cents. And if we look at the chart, it actually has come back decently. Opened lower and then bounced up to the positive side, faded, and then is slowly coming back up again. That stock remains very, very strong. Deere, DE. Deere is trading up 45 cents. Decent little day there. Let's take a look at Caterpillar. Caterpillar, on the other hand, is down about 42 cents. A little bit of support right here at this pivot low. You're kind of right on top of that right now. If it breaks through that, you should see a move on Caterpillar all the way down to this pivot low here. Okay? All right, guys. Bottom line is, Let's go back to the SPY. The spiders continue to trade just slightly to the negative side. We'll see if they have a late day buy program to start this market into the end of the day. But either way, right now you're looking at a flat to slightly negative market. It's actually been a continued great trading market. If you're a swing trader or an investor, you got to be loving this market as long as you're picking the right stocks. If you're a day trader, great day trades today as well. For a slow day, a good 5, 6 trades that I captured over the course of this day so far, enough to make me a couple G's. All right, members out there continuing, and again, just the Research Center members alone, 22.5% profit taken on Rosetta Genomics ROSG. We offer two main services here. The intraday stock chat is one for day traders. There's a 7-day free trial. If you're a swing trader or an investor, the Research Center is for you. 7-day free trial for that as well. Come to inthemoneystocks.com, try the 7-day free trial, and you might actually catch a 22% mover like Rosetta Genomics. Just think about those free trials that came along and picked it up. When I announced it, they were on a free trial and they just made 22.5%. Not half bad. We have many, many more coming. I just put out a new alert today. And again, I encourage you to come and invest with the pros. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life.